Hello, 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 and I'm Real Banana. Today we are recording. We are we are reviewing
We're recording. It's
Tokyo Ghoul, signing series where people are zombies and the zombies are people, and the people
I'm your
become
host,
zombies.
your co-host Azrael. Eventually, one time, I'm gonna get my name in when we're introducing hosts, and so,
Ghoul.
and then
He
down
thinks he's
there,
he thinks he's people now.
down there, look, nigger,
Oh shit,
it's
getting
gonna
real.
get real.
Look at this
But
man.
yeah, so down there is Dead Man Klesk.
Yes,
He's
he'll come back one of these days. He'll return
one of these
to
days,
life.
or we'll replace him. Either way, we should actually look for someone,
Like, take time to then do something.
right? Fuck that. Past reading the manga. But yeah, so we reread Tokyo Ghoul. I think it's Tokyo Kushu on manga here,
Yeah, that's what I'm pretty
but
sure.
like literally nowhere else. So,
I mean, it's like the probably like the real way to say it.
when I looked up Tokyo Kushu on like for anything, it was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, really?
Besides manga here. So,
Hmm.
so
That's
I don't know.
that's weird.
Yeah, yeah. When I looked up how the alternative for it, like what it actually supposed to look like, it's supposed to look like Tokyo Guru, pretty much like,
Hmm.
except it's ghoul spelled with like racist Japanese caricature, pretty
Racist
much.
Japanese
Tokyo
caricature.
Guru.
The
You know,
racist
you know
Japanese.
that's what specifically what that is.
Yeah, but I just love the racist Japanese that comes out of nowhere and
Hey man, they racismed themselves in that one.
racism themselves. Well then, English is good and alive.
Hey man, at least we don't make caricatures of ourselves except every day.
Yeah.
So Tokyo Ghoul,
So why don't you do? Why don't you start with the what's it called?
the description,
Correct.
and then we can do our recommendation to read it or not, and then go into it.
Yeah.
So, strange murders are happening in Tokyo. Due to liquid evidence at the scene, the police conclude the attacks are the results of the eater type ghouls. College buddies Kanaki and Hide come up with the idea that the ghouls are imitating humans, so that's why they haven't ever seen one. Little did they know that their theory may very well become reality.
No, it took me a while to figure out they were actually in high school. It's not like, I mean, they're in university.
Why?
I don't know, because I'm used to like all characters being in like high school and stuff in mangas.
Oh. Well, I mean, he says he's a university student.
I know, but it's like it just never connected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like there's a real reason. It just like never connected with my head.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, they're university students.
It's
So,
kind of interesting because that's pretty. It's always high school, more or
no,
less.
a
Nine
lot of the
times
manga I
nine.
read is,
Uh,
well, it may have just been like mangas that I've started to read recently too. That I've just like ran into a streak of them, you know?
well,
Who knows?
yeah. For me, it's like 9 times out of 10. It's always like we're in high school, and then all this bad shit happens, and we have to just deal with it because
And
life.
there's all, or like, we're in high school and there's just like these extremely sexual situations. I'm like, you said you're a freshman, right? You're
You're
like 15, 14?
you're like the
It's kind of
sluttiest.
creepy.
You're the sluttiest high school of all time, bro.
No, no. No, there's hit some inner city high schools.
Oh yeah, those exist. I forgot.
Yeah, but yeah. So Tokyo Ghoul, I suggest reading it. It's
I do
pretty
too.
fucking good.
This is like I gotta say the best manga we read so far, in my opinion. He might not agree because
Uh,
he probably prefers Finland Saga, but
I do prefer Vinland Saga, but I'll put this as number two, a very close number two. With its follower up, Sidonia no Kishi.
really,
I hate that. You know what? This is such a nice refresher from Sidonia no Kishi. Now
yeah.
that we're getting to read this.
I mean, we had a good week beforehand with Samurai Deeper.
Yeah, and then the week before that, Vinland Saga.
Exactly.
Pretty good shit. But Sidonia no Kishi wiped away all that.
And you're right, Fairy Tail also hurt.
It didn't hurt as bad as no Kishi's first 14 chapters for me.
Sure. At least we understood what the fuck was going on.
Yeah. But let's talk about Tokyo Ghoul in
Man.
5 seconds, because spoilers.
Yay, spoilers are the spice of life.
Alright. So, motherfucker, dude, this honestly, like, kept me really, like, into it for a while. Like, it grabbed me at the beginning in, like, the first chapter.
Yeah, the first chapter
And,
was really
like-
good. It starts kind of slowly at first. I was like, oh, this is not going to be that good, is it? And then it's like, shit.
Yeah, it gets pretty real pretty quick. And then, like, it just stays at that kind of pace.
It kind of reminds me of there's another series that this really reminds me of, and I can't not think the name of it at this moment.
Corpse Princess?
Doesn't remind me of Corpse Princess.
Okay.
It's another.
Because the art, like, the monster art is kind of similar to Corpse Princess.
It's not like the monsters. It's like how the story starts with like the character dying and stuff like that.
I don't fucking know. Pandora Hearts? He kind of dies in the beginning.
No, it's another series, but yeah, it's good. That's a good. That does have kind of similar start though, but it's another series I'm thinking of. I can't.
Yeah.
For the life of me, I can't think of this series.
Oh, well, it'll come to you eventually.
Yeah, but it starts very strong. Shit gets real quickly.
And then
Like, and it does not let up.
no, and the characterization, unlike I'm just gonna to pretty much compare everything to Sidonia no Kishi for this week. Unlike Sidonia no Kishi, it had characterization. Each character is its own actual person,
Also, the art,
and you can tell who the characters are.
the art isn't terrible.
No, the art isn't terrible. Although the first scene where you get to see his mask was kind of shitty.
Yeah, that was
I think.
weird. That was just weird.
When I saw the mask, I was like, oh, I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But then, like, the next time you see it, I'm like, okay, I'm back on board.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope
And
the
later
fucking,
on, when you see the mask a little bit later on, it looks like, okay, it's like, I like this mask now. It's still weird, it's still creepy, but it's like...
Yeah, it's
cool.
a really creepy mask.
Also, he gets...
Also,
Goes,
it beats the point of a mask, too.
with the one eye?
Like...
It's the one demon
yeah.
eye, so...
Well, yeah, but I mean, they kind of, like... The way they explained, at least in the beginning, of, like, seeing their face, it's like, yeah, if they see any part of our face...
It wasn't any part of
they
their face, it's just like...
instantly tell.
It's not like any part of their face, exactly. And I think that with the mask,
the investigator that gets...
And also,
the investigator that gets killed... the investigator that gets killed by Toka, or not Toka, the chick Toka was guarding. He saw her eye,
right,
and then saw her eye again and recognized it like that.
But you gotta think,
So-
when he's using a mask, it's only supposed to be when he's gone in his like monster state, so they shouldn't be able to see his normal eye. It's just because he's a bitch and he won't. In the beginning, he won't transform.
All right.
That seems like the reason though, because he was like, I put the eye out like this so we can see your one eye instead of like the human eye. When he puts the mask on, it's supposed to represent he's a ghoul. He's on full. I'm gonna eat somebody's head off and stuff. But he never does that.
I really I hope that the one thing that remains like constant is that like pretty much every time he starts a fight, or not even starts a fight, but it's in a fight, he just like unzips his mask and says "time to eat," because that seemed pretty sick.
Nah, he doesn't. So
damn,
far,
I was hoping I was hoping he was just gonna go Mike Tysoning niggas all day.
He has like eaten some people though. Like when he gets
Nice.
like when he gets pissed, like something happens to him that he has a reason. He gets something like really fucked up. 'Cause, people are evil and stuff. So he's like, I'm gonna kill everybody now. So congrats, guys. Y'all done fucked up.
Yeah, he you only get to see it a few times in the chapters that we read. Not Harrison, because Harrison's a shit, but the chapters that we read.
I am a golden god.
Shut the fuck up. Sit the fuck down. But yeah, they like you get to see him go kind of like hungry berserk a few times.
basically
You don't get to see him
the ghouls
twice.
eat humans, and if they don't eat humans, the longer they don't eat, the weaker they get, and also their hunger gets a lot stronger. So they basically will go insane and will eat anybody, even friends, even people they care about.
Yeah. And you know what? Like that figure that's like a ghoul doesn't need to eat for 2 months that gets shot out at the beginning. Like, does that just mean they don't need to eat until they fucking die for 2 months?
I think that's what
Or
they.
like, because I was like,
I think that's what they meant.
they seem to go ape shit after like a week.
I don't think they'll
So,
die precisely if they don't eat. It's just a. Well, I mean, they'll be starving and they'll be like really weak, but I don't know if they'll like just literally die.
well, I mean, that's kind of what happens when you don't eat for a while.
But they're not
in general.
humans, so. I'm kind of thinking
I
like
mean,
similar to like vampire lore, where if a vampire doesn't eat, they get like really weak and stuff, and they just go insane if they don't die. Well, general vampire lore, not of course all. Most vampire lore is slightly different from itself, from each other, but that's what I think.
yeah, but, I don't fucking know.
There hasn't been so far a time where they haven't had to eat in 2 months. It just
Yeah,
But if they don't eat, like, I think they do.
for like
they
a
do,
week, it seems like
yeah.
you,
If they
you
don't eat a
go
lot,
ape shit.
and if they don't eat a lot, they'll just be. They won't go be hungry. They'll just be weak.
They're all Goku. They're all Goku.
Well, a little bit more psychotic, so Goku. But if Goku was a zombie,
I mean, literally, if I don't eat that day, I'm not going to be very strong.
I mean,
That's how he uses. That's how he loses to Yamcha.
I mean, I think it's like most
The first
people,
time.
That's like most people in real life. If
Well,
I
yeah,
don't
except
eat,
it's
I won't be at my top.
yeah, but
Versus
but like
somebody-
a day.
Yeah, I don't think it's a day. It's just like they're like because there's one part where they're fighting somebody like we haven't eaten in a few days. We haven't like eaten completely in a few days, so we're weaker than the enemies. So we just like because we were eating if they eat because when they eat the guys' food at the restaurant, they become weaker because they're not eating like fully.
Whose food?
The restaurant.
The packages of meat that he gives them.
Yeah.
What's wrong with them?
It's just they
It's
just won't
packages of human meat.
they won't be as strong. They never really explain why.
Okay.
They're like, oh, this is homemade. Oh, we were eating his homemade food. We're so much weaker. It's like, oh, really? That's how that works now?
Is it? Okay. And also, on a separate note, I would be like, if I was a ghoul, I would not be like the Toka of ghouls. I'd be the Rize, like fucking hunting bitches down at all times.
Rize was just a dick. So, once again, did you see that? Was that part of it where they show Rize's backstory?
Nope.
Okay, yeah, she's just an asshole. She was like, yeah, she was just kind of an asshole.
But yeah, like I said, I wouldn't be a person who was waiting and like searching suicide spots. I'd probably just like kick it outside of a bar and just like look for the saddest person leaving the bar and being like, your life probably sucks.
But you also gotta remember, like, Rize was like ridiculously powerful compared to
Yeah.
everybody else. So it's generally maybe you shouldn't do that because then other ghouls will come and try to eat your face off. We'll kill you, maybe not eat you. Maybe.
Man, I don't know why, but I just imagined Rise in Face Off.
Oh my god. We're not really doing a good job here. We didn't even talk about.
No, I'm really tired.
Yeah,
but
we're not doing a good job here. So we need to talk about exactly what's happening in the story. In the story, he gets turned into a zombie monster thing. He ends up going to a what's that? He ends up finding a restaurant where ghouls who don't really want to eat people can go to, and
That's the restaurant he was in the beginning of the manga.
right. And that's where Rize was at because he was all the ghouls like to go to this restaurant because like, hey, it's a safe place. It's supposed to be a safe place at the very least. and you
And
can eat there. You know, you're not gonna be hunted down by humans, because humans like to hunt down the monsters because you know they eat. Well, we eat humans, so it's kind
because
of
they
like
eat humans.
it's kind of like you know it's kind of an interesting thing. They don't both sides seem to have like you know good and bad people. The human side seem to be kind of better because you know they just like don't want to die. You know.
Now, the one dude who was just there to collect body
Well,
parts to
even
make
he,
weapons out
well,
of.
even he was there because he had a family and he was trying like not. They kind of show. You saw that they showed that part. That was like the last. That was like chapter 25 where they show his backstory. That was like the last there. Sure, he was kind of psychotic. He did kind of go crazy, but
Kind of.
he had a reason for being in the group in the first place. It wasn't like, I'm just gonna join this group so I can murder people because I'm psychotic and I have no. Every character has redeeming factors, or they're just like that cool, or they're just cool.
Is-
That's their redeeming factors. And there's a character.
Yeah, I mean, I can't like argue against the ghoul side though. Like,
Well, yeah, they don't want to die.
you're
either.
kind of just hunting people because you kind of need to eat.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I like it. It's kind of like there's no.
You know what?
There's
I'll
no
say
good,
this:
There's no real evil, either.
the ghouls aren't. At least the ghouls aren't like fucking like almost like ceremoniously executing people
But I mean, well,
and having a little bit of torture play before they kill her.
Yeah, they do have that.
Yeah.
They get really bad with that later on. Like man, there's there's some bad ghouls you meet. Which I mean is to be expected with any series. But yeah, I like that they sort of have the sort of both sides have their problems and nobody there's no like this group is just pure effing evil, you know.
Yeah.
Like the only characters who are like that is like it's basically the only people who are like that are like Toka, and even he kind of goes a little bit crazy later on.
Isn't Toka a woman?
No, sorry, Ken. They call him Toka something. Oh, they call somebody Toka. It's the Toka's a girl. Sorry. God damn it.
Yeah, Toka. They call the character Toka. Like,
Yeah, no. In the last chapters, the last translated chapters, they like refer to them so often and like next and very close together, it kind of gets confusing and made my head. It fucked me up. It fucked me up. Of course, I could just like not read forward, but you know, I ain't a bitch.
yeah. We literally were reading this in a day, and this shit couldn't wait.
I have the skills to read.
That's not even a skill. You don't even have skills. You just have impatience.
Well, hey man, everybody has their.
You have a fault.
Everybody has their vices. Mine happens to be reading. It's better than most. Mine is better than most.
But yeah, so continuing with the story, the way he gets turned into like a ghoul is Risa is like, "Zwana fuck," and then he's like, "Yeah."
And they go on a
and then she gets fucking squished by some shit randomly.
It was they explained that a little bit later on as well. So, you know.
Okay, but yeah. She gets squished by some shit.
It was a girder, like from a construction site.
Yeah. And
like
her body parts get put into
him by a definitely not evil doctor. By definitely a not evil doctor. Who just takes organs from somebody who's not even
who's not even what? Who's dead?
No.
Who is very dead?
Somebody who's not on the donor organs list. Because we're like, she's not a organ donor. It's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Whatever. Fuck it.
You know he's evil.
It's a dead body. Who gives a shit?
You know he's evil. We all know he's like I have no definite proof that they haven't said like, oh yeah, this guy is Satan, but it's like he's probably evil.
But yeah, so he gets body parts put into him.
Mainly a kidney and maybe something else.
Intestines.
I don't know if it was some organs.
Very specifically intestines.
Well, they mentioned later on, like, you don't really, they're like, this guy's like, you don't know that yet, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't read ahead.
I've learned
That's
so
that's what
much.
this. We're just entitle this. Maybe you shouldn't read ahead. Podcast.
My name's
Like,
Banana. Banana does not listen to your silly rules.
hate you. But yeah,
Love you
so
too. Love you too.
then he decides that he can't eat humans because he was a human.
Unlike
But
also, side note, most ghouls most ghouls do not start out human. He is special in that regard.
oh yeah. Most schools, I assume, are just born ghoul.
Yep. There's only one. Did they mention like the one other one-eyed guy, right? Who's very special.
Nope.
Okay. Well, there's another one-eyed guy, and they're like, he is the king of all things and stuff.
He's the king of Burger Kings.
He is the Burger King.
The meanest people.
Oh man, what have I done? What have I been
But
eating?
yeah, so
Yeah.
then there. I mean, pretty much,
And Toka,
dude doesn't want to eat human bodies, and then he does.
He doesn't actually. I don't think he's actually eaten a human body. He hasn't killed anybody eating them. I think he.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, he's eating processed bodies, obviously.
Hey man, we all.
It's
done
like,
that.
have you killed a cow yourself?
I mean, no, actually not. Not at
Have
all.
you eaten a hamburger?
Who knows? Maybe I haven't.
Shut the fuck up. This is. Don't you dare oppose me. Turns out you just never eat beef.
I might just be a vegetarian.
Except all the times you talked about on the podcast. When you're like, I want to go get some chicken.
I've probably eaten chicken on the podcast.
Oh yeah, we both have. We both have. But yeah. So Toda's.
He doesn't like killing
Let's
people.
just.
Which a lot of ghouls.
Ken doesn't like killing people.
A lot of ghouls also. A lot of other ghouls are like.
Toka's really into killing people.
Oh yeah, I mean Ken. Yeah, sorry. Toka. Well, it's not so much. She's not really. She'll kill doves, but like she doesn't really like killing humans.
She's really into killing doves.
Yeah, doves.
Like really
and also
into
doves are the people who are hunting are the investigators who are hunting down the what's it called, the ghouls. And they also have like special weapons made from the ghouls, because ghouls have special organs that give them superpowers, and the doves take those organs and make them into weapons to fight the what's it called? The damn it, the ghouls.
The ghouls.
Also, and so
we're eating Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah. Also, some of them, however, some of the doves can't fight without their weapons, because they're just badass.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
It's like I'm just the most badass motherfucker. I'll kill all you with a knife. There actually is a character.
Also, when you become a ghoul, you get superpower and like super strength, apparently.
Yeah, and you're like have a healing ability, all that jazz.
Well, wasn't there like specific types of ghouls that like?
Yeah, some ghouls have better.
Some
ghouls have better.
The type that Kin is.
He
heals quicker, but Toka's is like her weapon can come out quicker or some shit.
All the ghouls can heal. It's just that some heal faster. Like Kin's, they heal really, really quickly, but they have their bodies. They can die easier in the long run because their bodies are very fragile. So whereas like Toka, she gets hit by like a train or a car or something, she'll be like, oh okay, that kind of she'll wear it off. But like if he gets hit, it'll do a lot more damage to his body, but he can heal faster.
Yeah.
Because, like, remember that time when he got, like, punches a glass and, like, cuts himself somehow? Even though later he stabs himself.
Yeah.
Even though a few seconds later he stabs himself, and he's like, nope, I guess
the next scene he tries to stab himself and it doesn't work at all.
Which was kind of
Glass is special, guys.
But yeah,
Glass can defeat demons.
That's why that girl was able to get killed by the thing, though, because they're like, the girder, right? That's why she was able to die. Because they're like, that shouldn't have killed a ghoul.
Yeah. They oh god, it's nowhere near as quick as the healing ability of that motherfucker in Sidonia no Kishi though, where they just break his arm and the next page it's like, yeah, I'm good.
There's a chapter where he like breaks his neck. He breaks his neck.
Read more of Sidonia no Kishi?
No, that was before. No, I didn't read after I stopped. No. Oh yeah, I did. I read all of it. I read all of Sidonia no Kishi.
You're a sad
I
person.
am.
You're a sad human being.
It gets interesting more.
I,
Actually, does. There's a robot shows up,
you know
and she's
what?
like, and she hates,
It
and
doesn't
it
fucking.
becomes a harem. It actually becomes a straight up harem. It is now a harem. It's like,
You know
did
what? If it
not
had just
expect
started
that.
as a harem, it would have been better.
But it's still like, it's like I did not expect this to become a harem. I don't know why I didn't expect
Oh.
this, but it became a harem. Like there's a
And
robot girl who lives in the house now. Tsubuki can now sometimes look like a human, and she
I'm
loves
telling
him.
you,
And it's like, come on, is this like?
Non, dude, I'm telling you, Nana's buried treasure is going to become a harem.
Well, not
It's
surprising.
very slowly.
It's
But we're
just,
talking about Tokyo Ghoul.
yeah, this series is not gonna.
Um,
I highly doubt, especially after what just happened in the last chapters. I highly doubt it's going to become a harem.
Tokyo Ghoul. Now, Tokyo Ghoul is going to be the best harem. Just you wait. Everyone's going to die except Toka, and then it's going to become a reverse harem.
In fact, I don't think there's. I
Everyone,
don't think there's been
everyone but
another.
Uta and Toka is going to die.
I don't think there's been like another female character introduced who's like not dead. I mean,
Meh.
there's not that many characters that have been introduced who aren't dead as well. So you know, characters die in this series harshly. This is not, you know, happy fun time series. This is signing as
Yeah.
fuck.
Mean. The more and more I hear you pronounce words, the more and more I want to find you and kill you.
Can't kill what you can't eat or something.
I think I could eat you.
You probably could.
Like, I mean, after you were dead, it wouldn't be much more work than cooking you.
I mean, I don't.
And a human tastes like pork.
I
So,
don't weigh that much, so you know, maybe.
I just have to cut you into sections, trim the fat off, it'd be fine.
I'd probably be very chewy.
Probably. I just tenderized the meat before I cooked it.
Probably very chewy.
Pulled Harrison sandwich. Put some barbecue sauce on that bitch.
The greatest
Cook it in
meal
a,
ever. I want to be
cook that
the
shit
very
crock
best.
pot for 8 hours.
I want to be the very best meal that I can be.
I'm gonna be the best me I can be. Yeah, let's talk about art, I guess.
Art is characters look different from each other. Hooray!
It took so many years for this, this advancement in technology to where I don't have to draw every character looking exactly the fucking same.
Like,
Oh wait, you mean mangakas in like the 1860s did that? Oh,
it's like seriously,
oops.
the fact that we have to like even mention that. The fight scenes are pretty good are well drawn.
Yeah, they are. They're very well drawn. You can tell what's happening.
Yes. You can tell what characters feel more or less. So once again, another plus. Facial expressions, you know.
Yeah, there's actual facial expressions.
Um,
Like you can some of the best facial expressions is like when you're watching the ghouls try to eat human food.
they've
Like
always-
practice eating human food.
Yeah. There's kind of
Hey,
a
by
hard-
the way, the ghouls can't eat human food without like vomiting.
also, if they do eat it, they get weaker.
Yeah.
They actually do digest
Unless-
it.
Yeah,
So
they
the-
have to throw up before it's digested.
There's actually like a very heartwarming scene where Toka is trying to eat food. It's like, aw. Like it's actually like it's like she actually has a human friend who she doesn't want to kill. Dun dun dun. And then she's like, I want to eat her food because she's my best friend. It's like, he's like, what the fuck? And Ken is like, what the fuck? That's stupid as hell. And then it's like, aw. However, one thing that was kind of interesting, I guess, this series starts to feel like very much like a shonen in a way.
Yeah, I
Because
thought it
of-
was shown honestly when I started reading
It
it.
becomes more shonen because it even has like sort of like the characters, like, you know, Toka is like, you know, the girl character who's like tsundere at first. Then
Yeah.
he even has like the enemy who turns into a, you know, sidekick kind of character with Nishiki. He ends up like they end up teaming up. It's like like, man, is this like going to become full shonen? And then something happens. It's like, oh no, it is not. That just happened. Ugh. Fake me out right
It's
there.
gonna. This is already like. It already feels really shonen though.
Oh no, it fakes you out.
Honestly.
It's gonna fake you out. You're gonna. What happens to what's his name? It's like, goodbye, shonen. Hello, violence. I mean, souls. It's probably still
honestly,
gonna be kind of shonen because it's like
the shit you can get away with in shonen mags now. I mean, the barrier between shonen and seinen is almost non-existent.
yeah. I mean,
Like,
it's still pretty shonen even with everything that's going to happen soon. But
because honestly, like when you think of classic seinen stuff, it's like
historical
all
fiction.
serious all the time.
Historical
You can't
fiction.
ever have a gag. There are no friends. If you have a friend, they die that day.
I found a kitty. Kitty turns to a goddamn zombie.
Kitten turns into a dragon, like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Claymore, that happens in Claymore.
Ooh,
Like,
how about that series?
Claymore's pretty good though.
I haven't read it in so long.
Seriously. But yeah, so the art, it's clean, it's nice. You can tell what's happening. It's
The characterization is pretty well done.
it's fairly stylized, so it doesn't look like every other manga you've ever read.
Yes. Which is something, once again, I like. Because it doesn't look like shit.
There's characters. The one thing I can't say is like I can call character deaths happening so far real quick.
Who do you call?
Like
who do you think
real quick.
So who? Give us your names, my good friend.
Well, I just read. I'm at the end of an arc, so I
Oh.
can't guess anymore. So
Wait, who'd you guess?
I guessed that the mom was gonna die. I guessed that the detective was gonna die,
Oh, you mean
or the inspector.
Oh yeah, that was pretty fucking obvious.
Like the inspector was obvious. The mom was the most obvious.
Oh yeah, I thought they were both
Like-
gonna die. Honestly,
No, I knew they weren't gonna kill the kid.
well, they do kill a kid later
They-
on, so it's like they'll kill kids. This ain't that. This ain't that time.
All right, guys. Well,
Yep, spoilers.
thanks.
I mean, we're already doing spoilers at this point. Does it really matter if I do more?
Yeah, you spoiled me though, Dick.
Why would I care about your feelings?
This is like I said. We're only reading manga that has like 14 chapters from now on.
Also, no, this is now called the Hateful Cast.
This is just. This isn't even salt. This is just pure hatred of each other. Hope you die. You're getting on a
Don't worry.
plane, right?
No, I'm train.
Damn. I hope your train crashes somehow.
You know, trains don't crash that often, but when they do, everybody always dies.
Yeah, pretty much everyone. And the people who make it out of that are not doing too well.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic. You can I think you're probably have a better chance of living if you're on like a plane accident than a train. Train is just like goodbye.
So what I'm saying here is, I hope that your trip is pretty much like turns into Amy Winehouse's career.
Oh shoot, we've gone there.
Train wreck.
So we're going there, are we? I'm pretty sure she has like 2 fans, so I'm sure they're upset.
You can just hear them from like the other side of the world. Boo!
You
Fuck
bitch.
you!
You bitch.
You don't know shit.
Our stupid musician was our hero. Because we have no discerning
I'm
taste.
sorry. I want you to take a guess here between 2 questions. What do you think has been near Amy Winehouse's mouth more? A microphone or a crack pipe?
We're going
So I can
there.
tell you the right answer.
Yeah, we went there, baby. We went there. Welcome to the Manga Cast.
We in there. Yeah, so you want to talk about some characters, I guess?
Sure. We
We can just start with the main character,
have Ken Kataki, college student.
Kaneki.
Whatever. College student. He's a loner type guy. He likes reading. He doesn't have many
He's a
friends.
nerd.
Except for one who's what's his name? He
Fuck. Hide.
Yeah, I call him Hyde because I'm Banana and I'm American.
Because he's American.
Damn right. Not only am I American, I'm Haitian, so I even have
You Haitian fuck.
So I literally have no knowledge of Japanese, so everything's gonna be either English or frickin' French. So have fun with that.
Except all the times that we've had said Japanese names on this podcast.
Shut up. I ain't multicultural.
And all the raws that you read and watch.
I do read a bunch. I do a lot of raws, don't I?
Yeah. But yeah, so Ken, friends with Hide.
And eventually Toka and everybody else because he's the nicest motherfucker in the world.
Yeah. He's kind of a weak shit. Then he becomes a strong shit. And then becomes a weak shit, and then becomes a strong shit.
And by then, then he, of course, because it's shonen, he's gonna have upgrades and stuff.
Yeah.
Like literally, he just had an upgrade in my chapter I just finished reading.
He has this like arm claw thing that's.
He is like a Rinaki type or something. I think that's what it's called. They're very.
I don't know what it's called.
They're very good offensively. His ability, he's like very much an offensive powerhouse, but that's once again. He's an offensive powerhouse, so you know, if he gets beat, he's gonna die. If he gets beat, he's gonna die. Banana with the most obvious declaration since.
just pulling out your inner Mako. When you die from blood loss, you die.
When people are dying when they get killed.
Oh yeah, people die when they get killed. That's what the line was.
Yeah.
Say no to what was it like? Say no to stealing blood or something like that.
We're good.
How do you say the fucking like the what the weapons are? They're created from the Kagune.
It's like Quinich. I'm not
even. Oh, okay. I just looked at it. It's Quinke.
Oh, that's how you say it, or is that like I know as well. It's like I have no idea how to pronounce a Q in Japanese.
That's the romanization of it. So, Quinke. So the Quinke are weapons that are made out of the arm, the special organs.
Yeah, and they're like really badass and shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean they're just organs, but they're
It was kind of fucked now that I'm thinking about it. Like, that dude just standing there, it's like, I'm gonna kill you with your father and mother.
You wanna join them, motherfucker?
You wanna join them? And then they're just having a nice tea party in hell.
Yeah, that was funny. Oh, God.
Oh, wait, they were in heaven.
Oh, he was in heaven. He actually got to heaven somehow.
He was in heaven?
Well,
that was very much like hell.
Well, he was with all of them. All the people he had fought before. Everybody makes it to the same place.
I didn't think they were all in heaven, though. Well, some of them were in boiling pots, and the other ones had halos above their heads.
He was with the people who had halos. He was talking to them.
Well, we never saw that. So.
Yeah, at the very last page, he's like, "Hey, I've beaten you."
The very last page, he screams,
No, he doesn't.
Like, I have a job again, even when I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And then the angels are like, someone far below us must have just made noise.
No, he's talking to them. He's actually talking.
No, he's really not.
God.
I just read the page. I just read the chapter because I just read to how far you need to. I can link you the page.
I can go to the page myself. I'll pull it up, bro.
And look how wrong you are.
No, I'll see how right I am. What chapter is that again?
29.
Okay. Chapter 29. I said go to chapter 29.
Ryoko, did you just hear something from below us?
Okay. Yeah. Speaking words. Not in there wrong. All that.
It's page 20.
Is this thing just like not gonna do what I said it's telling you to do?
And he even said he went to hell.
Yeah, I know he went to hell. I didn't say he didn't.
You're arguing against yourself. Like, you're arguing my point.
You know what? Fuck you. I don't care. Moving on.
You just read the page and read that you're wrong. Fuck you.
No, but that's never wrong. Don't you understand? That's the point.
Anyway.
So, moving on with our lives.
Saltcast.
Basically. God damn it, I'm ready.
Just get turned off. I'll fucking kill you. Yeah, okay. So Toka,
Oh no.
Tsundere. That's she's the Tsundere character.
Yes, she's very Sundari.
She's kind of a cunt bag.
But she becomes nicer later on when she learns how to fight. Basically, she doesn't like him at first because he's useless. And he just makes their lives a lot harder. I mean, honestly. She has a reason to, like, not like him. It's not like, I hate you because you're alive. Well, I mean, it kind of is actually that.
It kind of is that.
But there's a reason she hates him because he's alive. Because
you know what the reason is? She's a cunt bag. That's the reason.
you would hate him too if you knew him from the very beginning. You would hate him too, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, but I'm also an asshole.
And of course,
Like,
then they have like, the sympathetic backstories. Basically, every character has like a terrible backstory.
Yeah.
Because they're ghouls, and they're like, my parents tried to be nice to the humans, and then they ate them. And then the humans killed them, because humans are dicks. And then the human people have, like, I was a nice family man. Then my family was murdered by ghouls who ate their corpses. it's one of
And then
those
I
two.
killed some people. And then I killed someone's mother by, like, torturing and then executing her.
Yeah. So basically everybody, it's like a cycle. It's very much like a, sad cycle.
Cyclical murder.
Yes. You kill me, I kill you, you kill my kids, I kill your family and your parents and your grandparents. Hey man, we're humans. We don't fight fair. This is called total war, motherfuckers.
You kill me, I kill. You send one of my guys to the hospital. We send 1,000 of yours to the morgue.
Hey man, hit hard, hit fast. Never forget. Never forgive.
After you kill, like, they take out, like, a cafe of people, just a giant mission accomplished fucking banner goes across the entire city of Tokyo.
That's how the series ends.
Mission accomplished. George Bush is standing atop of the Tokyo Tower. Beheads the last people.
Beheads the one-eyed king. Mission accomplished. That'd be beautiful. That would be beautiful. Like, I might tear up if that happens.
And then the life fibers show up.
Hey man, did you remember? I also remember hearing like the thing on the 4chan. Life fibers. There's other people working behind the life fibers and all that good shit. It's probably isn't true, but I hope it is. I hope.
Yeah, and you remember the argument that we had about me saying they're totally gonna make more Kill la Kill, and then you're just like, no.
Well, I mean, honestly, the way it ends, if you're like thinking of it from like a story standpoint, I mean, they shouldn't make another freaking Pacific Rim either. That happens after. It's not even like a prequel. If it was a prequel,
If you think about if you think about Kill la Kill from a story standpoint, they also left open a huge spot to just make more. Like,
but I mean, from like it was a standalone story. It was done. There technically really doesn't need to be that much more.
Oh, but there does.
Well, because you want more.
There needs to be like 1,000 seasons.
You want there to be more, but
I feel like we're done with talking about Tokyo Ghoul.
People die when they are killed.
People die. Yoshimura is a cool guy.
All characters are pretty cool in the long run.
Except Hide.
Hide doesn't do anything at all. He doesn't do anything.
He's just a university student.
Like, I don't even, like, even in the later chapter, he's like, there was like, I don't want him to get killed. It's like, but you don't hang out with him, so I don't know why he would be getting killed at this point. They always mention, like, we have human friends that we love. We're, like, great friends with them, and, like, they never show up.
Well, we also don't see every moment of their life, like.
But they could show up, like, at least, like, in the background, maybe.
Who knows? I mean, they walk past many characters in the
the
series.
They're literally in the background.
Yeah.
But,
hey, man, I was reading some crazy. On a separate note, before we end this, fucking History Strong's disciple did some crazy shit. I didn't even recognize it, but there was a character like there was spying on them in the background, like in some camp they were in, and like I was on a forum, and someone was like, "Yeah, you know how that guy says he was spying on them. If you read these like 30 chapters and look in spots where someone could hide, you'll see like his hat."
You know what that kind of reminds me of? In Adventure Time. I know I'm mentioning fucking Adventure Time in a manga podcast, but the Lich, who was like the main villain for most of the game, for most of the series, the big villain in the background.
No, this isn't Japanese. I don't need to hear about this.
Nah, but he appears. He takes over. He gets They switch. They make him bodies. The Lich makes it. They make him body switch with a snail, and the snail always appears in the background of, like every single episode, somewhere, just like watching them. And also kind of remind me of another game, an actual video game. What's that game called? Sly Cooper, the newest Sly Cooper game. Have you played it?
Nope.
Did you play the first one?
Yep.
Remember the bird, Clockwork?
Yeah.
He appears because you're going in the past. And you're seeing all like the past Sly Coopers. He appears in every single level, watching you. Cause remember, they're like he kills all the other Sly Coopers, so he's just like, he's like, oh, so I guess these characters are gonna die like pretty soon after we leave.
Yeah.
They should have had that in like the epilogue. In the epilogue, they just had like sort of like, oh, what they did afterward. They should have had like them being ripped to shreds, being cut in half, decapitated and stuff. 2 years later, they were all decapitated, heads impaled on spikes. There's a rated T for teen game.
You know what would have been like pretty fucking like sick if they had just gone for it and just gone like complete like dojo challenge style shit with Tokyo Ghoul. If it's when she killed the first two investigators, she like took their heads and like sent them through the window like on spears or something to their office. Would have been pretty great. Just some high school kids coming in to try to give some information. Then just a fucking javelin with two heads comes flying in.
Oh my.
Hits a dude in the chest, kills him.
There is a war. They do have like a little war moment between like one group. There's like a major big group of the ghouls and the what's it called, people? And the doves. There's one dove. There's a new dove that comes up. Who was like, this is like a character who like they have no backstory so far. He's just been there for like a bunch of chapters. He's just like fucking sane, but he's like, it's like you're cool enough that I'm okay with you just being a psychopath.
I'm
like the first thing he does is he steals Ken's wallet for no reason. He doesn't even like realize he just like steals his wallet. He's like take my. So I just pickpocketed it. And then he kills a bunch of ghouls with a knife. And then he eats and like he gets arrested because the police officer like you just killed a bunch of people. He's like, I'm an investigator. Like you don't have an ID. Like I forgot it. So he like they get him out and he like eats his ear because he was annoying him.
All right.
And he gives himself tattoos with needles, like sews into his skin to give himself tattoos.
Okay.
It's just like You don't have any like sympathetic backs or anything, but you're just kind of like you're cool enough that it's okay.
I'm waiting for one of the ghouls to be like just like this black gangster ghoul, and just be like when he's talking about investigators, he's like every time I'm in the streets, I hear yeah.
Jason shows up, like Jason Voorhees straight up shows up.
Okay.
There's a character called Jason. And he's from the 13th Ward. We call him Jason because he's from the 13th Ward. It's like, really? It's not because of the fucking hockey mask? Like, he even has a fucking hockey mask. Like, it's literally just Jason.
Also, where's the Tokyo Ghoul cosplays? It seems like such an easy thing to set up. Just make a mask.
So now I gotta look up Tokyo Ghoul cosplays.
Should do that. Well, let's end this video.
No,
rating it.
We're looking up
rating
Tokyo.
it.
I want to give it a 9 out of 10.
I'll give it.
See, there's
like
not much wrong.
7
with it.
or an
That's
8.
See, I can't find anything really wrong with it, so that's why I have to
I can't find anything really wrong with it, but I can't find too much really great with it either.
There's a lot of people with his mask. Man, this person did a really good job with the mask.
Yeah. So that's our rating.
So
Next week we're reading Akame ga Kill.
Yay.
Up to whatever chapter.
And I'll probably just read the whole thing. I'm not even. We're just like. I'm not even gonna lie about that. We're just gonna get that out of the way.
Well, that's why I haven't put down a chapter yet, because just say we're reading it to whatever chapter is out, because there's only like 40 chapters of it.
Oh, okay. So yeah,
there's like 46 chapters. They're like 40-page chapters, but that shit's so good.
And I I read all of freaking goddamn Knights of Sidonia.
That's because you have nothing going on.
Well, it's like 3 a.m. No, I don't.
Yeah,
after going on.
After Akame ga Kill, we'll don't know.
We'll find something.
We'll find stuff.
We'll do Voynich Hotel after Akame.
You really want to do Voynich, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, we are going to do Voynich.
Why do you want to do Voynich so bad?
Because it's amazing. They need to know. And then we're going to do Frank and Fran, because you all need to read that.
Are we actually going to do Frank and Fran?
Yes, we are. We are very... I am very serious about us doing Frank and Fran. That is also once again, one of my favorites.
We're doing Fairy Tail after that, then.
Oh, you know what? You don't even like Fairy Tales.
No, I hate Fairy Tail. But yeah, Azrael Plays. Check out my channel.
So
I play games and review things.
And I'm the Banana, and I haven't done anything in like 2 weeks, so even though I have like 20 videos in my backlog. Peace.
Peace.